going on, everybody? Today we are going over the top 10 kills of the Child's Play franchise. We got over like 30 or 40 kills in this franchise. We're going to go over the top 10 in 3 honorable mentions. I will not be including any kills in the remake because I haven't seen it yet. Alright, this is pre-recorded. Not going to include it, so whatever. This is the original franchise. What is my 3 honorable mentions? I'm going to give you them right now. The first honorable mention will go to Seed of Chucky, and that is the wire decapitation. They have this wire that's used for puppeteering or something. They just throw it around his head. How Tiffany knew Chucky's plan of throwing that thing, like she was on board somehow beforehand. They premeditated it somehow. And she's like, heads up. How the fuck do you know, Tiffany? You can't see Chucky with that wire. Did he tell you? No, he didn't. Overanalyzing, but yeah, we get a great head pop and the blood just spewing everywhere. That was the effects guy on behind the scenes in the movie. So, little behind the scenes knowledge right there just dropped on you. The next honorable mention goes to Colonel Cochran in Child's Play 3, who should have made better life decisions, worked out more. He's beating these kids up at this Kent military school, he's whipping them in shape, but he doesn't do any of that shit himself. He should. Maybe he wouldn't have had a heart attack.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
And the third honorable mention will go to the Doctor Head Stomping Death and Cult of Chucky. Now, it's not going to be in my top 10 because this is technically Nika to me. I want to see Chucky doing the killing. Alright, so this is Nika killing while possessed by Chucky. But it's a great head stomp. It's not like a simple one-hit smash and the head explodes like a watermelon. Somebody pointed out in my comment section how Halloween 2018, it was like one simple stomp, as if Michael was that strong. That's up for debate. How strong is Michael? I don't know, but not that strong. Seriously. But this is how you do a head stomp, right here. You make it like 5, 6 stomps like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I'm not a fan of that movie, but that kill alone in that movie was awesome. This head stomp's even better. We get to see his brain bits all over the floor. It's a great gnarly effect. Some great practical effects for a low budget Chucky movie. The lowest budget in the whole franchise, I believe. So, they did some pretty good stuff. That's where the budget went. Now let's go into my top 10. What's at the bottom of this list? I have to give love to the first movie. I'm going with the best kill in that movie, and that's the electroshock head, collar, hat. I don't know the proper term for it, but it shocks the shit out of that doctor. Chucky quickly just puts it on his head, runs, hits the button, and he gets shocked, and Andy pathetically just says, "No, stop it." Doesn't help out at all. Come on, Andy. Do something. He's 6 years old, whatever, but we get to see blood coming out of the doctor's eyes and his mouth, his whole face blackens. Best kill in Child's Play, so I had to make it on the list, had to show some love to that movie, because it started the whole franchise. Number 9 goes to Carlos. We get to see 3 Chuckies killing somebody, and who knows if we'll ever see that again. So that makes this kill stand out, and puts it on the list because we get 3 Chuckies, one stabbing him a bunch with a scalpel, one with a drill, one with like a shard of glass, steamy intestines coming out, lots of blood. It's a great kill. It's in a bad movie, bad scene to me, so that's why it's so high at the bottom, or low, however you want to say it. I think low. It's low on this list because I was just not a fan of the movie, wasn't a fan of that scene. It could have been better, the whole 3 Chucky thing. But yeah, this is a great kill. Creative. 3 Chuckies. Had to put it on the list, and that's why it's number 9. Number 8. Surprisingly, again, we're still in Cult of Chucky. This is the goriest franchise. Goriest movie of this franchise. Number 1, 2, and 3 were actually tame. But that doesn't mean anything. If the scene's good, the kill's good. So gore doesn't... that doesn't determine how great the kill is to me. So as long as the scene's good, what happens during, before, after, that's really my determination, my criteria, so to speak, of how I'm ranking this. Not just, is it the goriest? Because then everything in Seed and Cult would be on this list, and it would crowd it. So that's not my criteria, just so you know. It's the scene, maybe Chucky's one-liner that goes with it, all that stuff. But this kill in Cult of Chucky is the retread kill from Bride, and when Chucky throws like the compressed air canister thing, it like hits the ground, pops up, hits the skylight, and it just falls in slow motion. It's so stylish. And then it just whacks her head off, and her head starts rolling, and Chucky says something like, "Sometimes I scare myself." Chucky's one-liners in that movie are just terrible. Ugh. It could have been so much better. But whatever, let's move on to my number 7. My number 7 goes to Bride of Chucky, and it is the first kill in the movie. Alexis Arquette, David Arquette, I don't know. one of the Arquettes. He has the lip ring, and Chucky says a great one-liner, and he pulls the lip ring out and then suffocates him. Putting myself in that position, that is just horrible. That's another thing that puts on the list. It's just putting yourself in that position, putting yourself in the shoes, being handcuffed too. So there's nothing you can do. You're restricted, handcuffed. Nothing you can do. That's another thing that makes it so terrifying. The lightning, the atmosphere, the creepy dolls in that trailer. So many things make this kill work so much better. The one-liner from Chucky, just being suffocated while also bleeding to death. Awesome. That's why it's my number 7. Alright, time to show some love to this movie. It's probably the only kill from this movie that's going to be on my list. And that is Ian's death. Chucky walks up to him after knocking his ass out with Nika's wheelchair. I'll never understand that. But whatever. He has an axe and he chops off his jaw. Says a one-liner before it. And something little, just a little funny, quirky line afterwards. Like, I guess not. Haha. Chucky laugh. Awesome. But the effects of the kill when you see like the jaw just completely missing, you have like the bone sticking there. Some good gnarly effects there. A one-liner from Chucky, things that add to the kill that make it better. Had to put on the list. It's one of the only good deaths in Curse of Chucky, in my opinion. So had to show some love to Curse. It's not as bad as everyone says, but it could have been better. And it's the first and only kill with an axe from Chucky. Chucky never uses an axe to kill anybody. Except for Tiffany, the doll at the end of Seed, but I'm not going to count that. Number 5, top 5, baby. We're halfway there. What's it going to be? My number 5 is going to Child's Play 2, the sales guy, the PR guy for the good guy company, Playpals. I don't know his name. He's nameless. Don't know his name. Do they say his name? Who cares? But just like my number 7, this guy is tied up in his own car. Car's in park. Can't drive away from this mess. He's just everything before this kill that leads up to it. The funny lines from Chucky, like, park this piece of shit. And then bang, you're dead. Chucky's look, the atmosphere, stormy out. Just tons of great things about this death. Strangles him or suffocates him with a good guy doll bag. Hands tied behind his back. Just an awesome death. Chucky's laughing like the most he's ever done in this scene. All kinds of stuff that make this death work so well for me and make it so creepy, so fun. It's not inventive, it's not gory, but that doesn't matter. Moving on to my number 4. This one comes from Child's Play 3. There's not a whole lot of gore, blood in this in this movie. I keep wanting to say franchise. In this movie, the kills are very tame, but this one is awesome. It's my favorite kill in the movie. Has one of my favorite one-liners. Another thing that bumps it up. But just the look of Chucky 2 right before he does it is awesome. And that's Sergeant Botnick. And when he gets his throat slit, it's amazing. I just love the one-liners. Presto, you're dead. It's definitely you. Chucky's laughing his ass off. He looks scary as fuck. It's my favorite Chucky look in the entire franchise. Sorry if I just spoiled a different video I made if you haven't seen it yet. I did a ranking the Chuckies, so I just spoiled that for you. Shit. I could edit it out, but I'm not going to. I hope you saw it before this. Alright, seriously. Why haven't you seen it yet? I did a video for my ranking the Chucky looks and the one-liners, so check those out. But back to Sergeant Botnick, I love this. And then Whitehurst, my least favorite character, he comes down, Chucky says, boo! Just love the scene as a whole, everything that led up to it, the one-liners, Chucky's look, him laughing his ass off, dropping that line back to him. He used to say, like, presto, you're bald, drops that line back at him, like, presto, you're dead, puts the evil spin on it. Love it. Just greatest, best scene in that movie. Moving on to number 3. Goes to Child's Play 2, Miss Kettlewell. The things that make this kill so awesome is that, one, it's kind of inventive. You know, being beat to death with a yardstick while also probably dying internally because you have oxygen that was pumped into your bloodstream. Like, I'm pretty sure that's fatal. He pumps air into her, so she's suffering from that, and then she is being beat to death with a good guy yardstick, and it's just awesome. Like, just over and over again, the camera like pans back a couple of times, and you see the yardstick going up and down. Chucky's look when he's walking towards her, the puppeteering, just the way he's staring at her, he's setting his eyes on her, and just her reaction, the music, the score from Child's Play 2 playing in the background. So many things make this kill awesome. Just love this scene. Number 2 goes to Bride of Chucky, and it's Warren's death. This is an interesting death because Warren, we think he's dead, but then he comes back later. So he doesn't die initially from what I'm about to show you, which is this.
Now!
What makes this death so great is, one, it's extremely unique and different. We got nails being flown at his face, and we have like a pinhead reference. Like, why does that look so familiar? I like this kill. It's unique. Chucky does it. It's Tiffany's idea, but Chucky is the one that does it. And then he comes back later for one last scare, like a horror villain, and Chucky laughs maniacally and just stabs him a bunch in the back, and it's just awesome. Now, my number 1 kill, the one that always stuck out the most as a kid, besides number 2, the one that's creepy, builds tension right before it happens, awesome score playing right before, and it's awesome. And it goes to Child's Play 2, The Mechanic. I think this scene could have been funnier if they just like popped 2 more in his balls because of the length. It would have made more sense if it stopped again, like popped 2 more in his dick and balls, but the scene's already great enough. We don't need more humor added to it. But I just love the scene. It's the first use of Chucky's knife hand, slashes him across the face. And I already said it before, like the whole like build up, like the POV shot. Love it. The music, Chucky's look on his face when he just slashes him right across the face. It's shockingly probably the bloodiest kill in the whole movie. There's not a whole lot of blood. You got Joanne's throat slit, but this is the most blood you'll probably see besides from Chucky. Chucky always has the bloodiest death. But that is my number 1 greatest kill in the whole franchise. Let me know your top 10 in the comments below. What's your favorite from each movie? Tell me. I already told you mine in my reviews. Check out my review series, whichever corner. I reviewed all 7 of these movies, and I reviewed the remake, and I did a spoiler review and a non-spoiler review. Check those out. Check out my top 10 one-liners / quotes, ranking the Chucky looks, and now this one. And be looking out for my Chucky ranking video. I forgot the word ranking. The ranking video will be dropping on Wednesday, and then we will be moving on to a different franchise. And I won't tell you what it is, you'll just have to find out. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hit this like button over here, support this video, tell all your friends about me, follow me on social media if you wish to do so, and consider becoming a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds to see more. And until next time, I'll see you soon.